Well, this morning the plan was to go flipping, and at 10 o'clock I gave up on that, and I didn't catch first fish till probably 12:15. It was about a 10-inch smallmouth, and 12:30 I caught 1 over 3, and then didn't have another bite till 2 and pulled up on a point. It just one of them things, right place, right time. I mean, that's all I can tell.
A certain area that you knew of, you fished before?
We've caught fish there before. I just pulled up and went to fishing.
Any particular baits you was using when you caught them eventually?
Carolina rigging, a little French fry, and this little Strike King, whatever it is, little doodad, little chartreuse tag.
If you come back up tomorrow, what would you do?
The exact same thing. Go throw a Carolina rig all day. Because flipping didn't happen.
So I've spent the last, 3 days down here, 1 day last week. Did a lot of flipping. I flipped millions of trees. Just couldn't catch anything good. Yesterday about 1 o'clock, I had just switched everything up all around and decided just to kind of move out from them trees, in that 20 foot of water, 15, 18 foot of water. And I'd use my Humminbird electronics to find these fish. And I spent yesterday afternoon just idling and put the side imaging on and put it to work and found these fish. Rotated 4 spots all day, and most of them came on. This is a Jack Baits jig, tipped with a brush hog. And then we had a few on a Strike King 6XD with a Crank Wraps white crappie. Both reels are Daiwa reels, throwing heavy line and just covering a lot of water and just pretty much rotating them 4 spots all day. And, scanning them every time, pulling up and catching 2 or 3 and then heading to the next one.
So did you catch any flipping at all during your practice or game?
I caught a couple. I caught a real good one last weekend in practice flipping. But that was 1 fish in 3 days of practice. I kind of went shallow, frogging and buzz baiting and all that stuff early yesterday morning, afternoon, and then I threw everything out the door and it wanted to fish the way I like fishing, a little bit deeper power fishing, big line, big rods, and it panned out. At least
down here last Sunday and started off fishing up shallow, and then I came down Friday. I fished shallow the whole practice trying to find that bite. I just couldn't find it. Everyone said they're catching them shallow, and I caught a couple keepers doing it. I just couldn't find a good pattern doing that. But yesterday I went out deep with a football jig, and I could consistently catch fish, or at least get bit doing that. I didn't think I was gonna catch the fish that I did, but I ended up coming across some good ones today. But
are you targeting anything specific, main leg?
I stayed on main lake and secondary points. I was kind of hoping they'd pull water today, and it seemed like they did, and they pulled yesterday afternoon, so I was, maybe that's what got them stacked on them points, I don't know. But it seemed like every point that I did find, I had fish on it. I could catch 4 or 5. And I threw a 3/4 ounce peanut butter and jelly, and I could throw a green pumpkin trailer, pocket chunk on it, watermelon jelly. I threw several different colors, didn't seem to matter. I was just kind of hopping it on the bottom. What I did is I kept my boat in about 20 to 25 foot of water, and I paralleled the old bake line. And they seem to be right outside them bushes that are flooded right now.
So you didn't really catch any in the bushes at all?
No, I stayed out of them all day. I stayed out in deep water.